What is up, guitar legends? Sam Wild here. We're looking at Build Me Up Buttercup today. Really awesome classic song. You're not going to need the Capo on. Okay, it's quite a tricky song, but there's only a few parts that we really have to learn. Okay, so let's start with the easiest part, which is the chorus. Alright, now for the intro, I like to just play the bass notes of these chords. So we can just play C, then E, then F, G. Okay, you don't have to do this, you can just play the chords, which I'll go over in a second here. But if you want to do this intro riff, start with third finger here on the A string, 3rd fret. And then we go to E, which is 2nd fret on the D string. You can use your middle finger. Then we have F. You can use 3rd finger here, one away. Fret 3 on the D string. And then open G is the last note. So we have C, E, F, G. And then if you know the song well enough, hopefully you know how the rhythm goes. So we have C, 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 E, then F, to G, and C, E, to F, G. Then we go into the chords. So C as a full chord looks like this. This is what we're going to have for all of the choruses in this song. So C major. Then we go to E major. Now you can also play this as an E dominant 7th chord by taking off your 3rd finger. Alright, you can play either chords, they fit over the top of each other. Alright, it functions in the same way, so it doesn't matter which one you play. Okay, then we're going to go to F major. Now, I tend to play like this. I think this is probably the easiest version. It doesn't matter if you are not hitting every note here. Okay, as long as you're getting most of them, it should sound pretty good. Alright. Then we have G. We're going to have to play G in a few different ways for this song, potentially. But for the most part, you can just use this simple shape here. Now, before we look at the other chords for this chorus, let's just take a look at the rhythm, which is going to apply to the whole chorus. So get your C chord ready for this rhythm. We're going to play down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up. 1. If you want, split it in half. So just do down, down, up to begin with. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up. Then we're going to add up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, then when you're ready, try and put the two together. Here we go. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Alright, now when that feels comfortable, you can start trying to add in the other chords. So we have C, E, F. Now you can see I changed chord on the last up strum. So you might accidentally strum open strings, and that's fine. It doesn't really matter, okay? That last upstroke can be a quiet strum just to fill the space. So before we get into the chorus, let's just finish this intro part. Okay, so we started with the single notes. Then we're going to do our full chords. So to get that awesome ba 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 ba, what we're gonna do is we'll do the full rhythm on F. Then you bring the hand into the strings just so there's a little gap, a little silence, like so. And then you can see I got my G chord ready, because that's the last chord we're gonna have to play. Alright, then you play up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Right? Ba, 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 ba. Some of you might prefer to just play down, 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 down. If that's easier for you, that's fine, you can do that as well. I prefer to just keep having all of the ups on the offbeat and all of the downs on the beat. That just works better for me, but you don't have to do that. So altogether, this part goes like this. Okay, and then we go back into the chorus. Okay, so that's just the intro. Let's have a look at the chorus now, which is going to happen a good 3 or 4 times throughout the song. All right, for the chorus, we do this progression we've already looked at here. We do it twice first. Build me up buttercup, baby, just to let me down and mess me around. And again, worst of all, you never come, baby, when you say you will. I love you still, and you. Now it changes, C7, F, F minor, C, G, F, C, G, C, G. Okay, this second line is obviously a bit harder. So let's look at that kind of third bar there, or the third chord progression I should say. So we have C to C7, and you just have to add the 4th finger here, 3rd fret on the G string, and that will turn it into a C7 chord. Okay, then we're gonna have F major to F minor, which is quite a tricky chord. You can do it as a bar chord or like this with the thumb in the bass. Okay, if you can't get the thumb over, don't worry, just try and get the bottom or at least the middle 4 strings, and that's fine. Okay, so we have C for rhythm, C7 for rhythm, F to F minor, C, G. Okay, then we have this really cool ending. Okay, so just bear in mind it's 1 rhythm per chord there. C, C7, F, F minor, C again, G again. We have a rhythm, the whole rhythm for each one, alright? Then at the end, bum, 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 bum. This is a tricky part because we change so fast. But I have a little trick for you. What you'll notice is we start with F, and it's off the beat, right? And we're gonna play F, C, G, C. So what you can see is we have this same shape here, which we can use for the whole thing here. So we have F, C, G, C, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So coming out of the C and the G chord, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, you can do all downstrokes. And we do that same thing with the G chord there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. Remember how we had that in the intro? Well, it's the same thing here, it's just not as long, right? So again, C, G, and we go into the verse there. Okay, so that's quite tricky. The best thing you could do is just play it really slowly like this. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Bum, 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 down, down. Alright, so that's the chorus covered. That happens 3 or 4 times in the song. So the only other part we have to learn now is the verse. There are a lot of chords in this verse, so it can get quite confusing, but let's just take our time, we'll get through it. For those of you that want to take your playing to the next level, make sure you sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to all my backing tracks, all of my lessons, and I'll teach you how to improvise, solo, and play advanced chords. Enjoy the rest of your lesson, guys. So the first part of the verse, we're going to have C, G, B flat, F, C to F. And then we repeat it, C, G, B flat, F, C, F. But then we go into something slightly different for the second half. Okay, so the first half is difficult because we have to change so fast. We also have this B flat shape, which is annoying, it's quite difficult. Alright, so start with your C shape, then we'll go into a G shape. So we know the first 2 chords. Now you can see with the rhythm, I'm just playing down, 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 down. If you want to, you can sort of bounce the chord hand just to make the rhythm sound more ba, 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 ba. Then for B flat, there are a bunch of ways you can play this. This shape's very difficult, especially when we're on fret 1 here. You can play a power chord. I find this shape is a little bit easier, especially coming out of the G major chord, because you just move those bottom 2 up a string and have the first finger sort of ready. Right. You get that B flat shape there. So we have, I'll be over at 10, you told me time and again, but you're late. I'll wait around and then, ba-da-da. Same thing. You let me down again. The second half of the verse, there's a lot going on. I've tried to simplify the rhythm as best as I can for you here. We get to the second round. Now for F, we're going to play down, down, hey, hey, hey. So we go F, F's, and then we have to play down, up, and we change to C major on the up. Hey, hey, hey. And you can see we go to D minor 7 as well on the up there. So this is quite a tricky thing to do here. You can just kind of bounce the hand a little bit, the chord hand, just to help with the making it sound short and snappy. And it means you have more time to change between the chords as well, because you can sort of move to the next chord quicker. Now when we get to D minor 7, we're playing up, up, down, down, up, down. So up, up, down, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum, 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 bum. Up, down, down, up, down. 2, 3, 4. Up, down, down, up, down. Okay. And that happens whenever we have to push a chord like that. It's going to happen. Alright, so just really get used to that first part of this. Right, then we're going to G. Hey, hey. Now, if I were you, I would play the G major chord like this, because then you can get the bum, bum, bum. So we're going to play down, up, down, down, up. So the pinky's down for the first 3. And then it comes off. And And then when you come up, you can have a G7 shape with that first finger there on first fret, the E string, like that. Then we go to this E minor shape when we come up, right? So all together so far from the F chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, F, 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 C, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, up, up. Okay, when we hit the E minor, just as we did with the D minor 7, we can go up, up, down, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, down, up, down. Okay, it's the same thing. Alright, so again from the F chord we have down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, and we do it here as well. Okay, so after E minor, we're going to go to A7, down, up, down, down, up. This one's quite nice because you're just going to bring the third finger off for a strum to get the A9, and then you bring it back down again. Like that. 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have D minor 7 again. Okay, so everything so far, F, F, G, E minor, A7, D minor, D7. Okay, for D7, you can see it's similar to D minor 7, but this time we add to the third finger, second fret on the E string. Right, so from D minor 7, and then we're going to have this triplets on the G chord. Right, but don't worry about that just yet. Let's just try and do everything we've got so far from the F chord. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, F, F. Alright, once we finish that final D7 chord, we're gonna have to do some crazy triplet rhythms on the G chord. Alright, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, we've got 4 triplets in the space of 4 beats, like so. Okay, so if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So just try this really slowly. Get your G chord ready, and we're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you down, up, 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 down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's all we're doing, just really fast. Okay, now once we've done those triplets, you can just play the G bass note, down, up, down, down, up, down. You can add a little tap on beats 2 and 4 as well. Boom, 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 boom. You build me up. So again, just in context of the song, I'm home, I'm in my start home, waiting for you. Okay, so this verse is very complicated. As you can see, there's a lot going on, but once you've got it, you do it twice for the whole song, and the rest is just choruses, okay? There's only two parts we have to learn, the chorus and this verse. So try and do the whole verse with me from the very beginning, from the F chord, okay, after 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, hey, hey. Now to finish the song, there is sort of a key change and then it fades out. But when I've done this live in function bands, we just stay in this key and we just double up the ending. All right, so when we get to the buttercup, don't break my heart. That's how we end it. So we just repeat the F, C, G, C, okay, like so. You could just keep going. But you only need to do it twice. Alright guys, that is everything. The play along's coming up. I'm going to have the song in the background because it's quite hard to play along just with me and the guitar. You might have found that during the lesson. So if you've got the whole song, it's much easier to groove with it. It's much easier to get the difficult rhythm. Alright, I'm going to have the rhythms up and the chord diagrams up as a guide though, so you'll be fine. If it's still too difficult, you can always slow down the video. Just go into the YouTube settings with the little cog and you just go playback speed 0.75%. Okay, it might sound a little weird, but you can just play much slower until you get used to changing chords, you get used to the rhythm. Alright, and then once you manage to do that all the way through, then you can play full speed. If you found this lesson helpful, please give it a thumbs up, guys. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell icon too. Alright, good luck with the play along. I'll see you in the next video.